Hey GenderqueerChat, welcome to Tuesday. So I want to start off this video by saying thank you so much to Jay for putting our topic list together for the next couple of weeks. You're awesome, thank you. So our topic this week is, do you ever feel that you don't fit in with the rest of the LGBTQ community? If so, what is it that makes you feel left out? Yes, I do feel left out of that community. I said in a previous video that I still consider myself to be a part of the LGBT community. Even though I identify as genderqueer, to me genderqueer falls into the queer community along with the LGBTQ labels, and really anyone else who falls outside of the gender binary to me. So I do identify still with that community. I always have. And yeah, I do feel left out of that community because I do identify as a lesbian, but at the same time I don't. And I don't really fit in with a lot of the LGBT people. I won't correct anybody if they called me a lesbian, but at the same time, I don't really fit in with lesbians, I don't really fit in with the gay guys, I don't really fit in with the bisexuals, I don't fit in with the transgender people. I'm really not a part of any of those subgroups necessarily. I don't know about anywhere else, but the lesbian community where I currently live is kind of old school, actually. They're very, there's still a defined roles within the lesbian community. So you have your butch lesbians, and you have your femme lesbians, and all of that, and the people who are really very visible in the lesbian community, they tend to, more often than not, they tend to fit into one of those boxes. And I feel as if a lot of the times, if you can't be easily identified and labeled and packaged into a nice stereotype box, that you don't fit in. It's just the vibe I get. I don't fit in with the transgender people. I'm not transgender. But at the same time, I am gender variant, so I kind of fit in with them, but I kind of don't. I identify with those people to an extent, but there's a difference there. I feel a part of that community, and I still feel in many ways accepted by that community, but in many ways I feel excluded. I feel very much like an outsider, and I've always felt that way. I mean, ever since I started to really find a home in that community, I felt a part of it, but at the same time I felt very disconnected from it. I felt like I was welcome, but I also felt like I didn't quite fit in. Now, of course, I mean, what the things I say about the gay community, I mean, that's just those are just generalizations for where I live, or the area of the country I'm in. Now, of course, there are people who definitely are a part of that community in Colorado who don't fit either the stereotypes, which is very normal. I don't know why those stereotypes are so present still here. I have no idea why. I think it's ridiculous, because people don't fit into, people are stereotypes, people are themselves, and you're going to get people who don't fit into anything that, any of those labels that have been assigned to LGBT people over the years. Any of the butch or the femme, or, I'm talking about those things. So, I mean, you get people who don't fall into that, and a lot of people don't, but it's still so present from what I see in that community. And because of that, I do feel like an outsider. I'm sure other people who are in the community who aren't gender variant are also, you know, maybe they feel that way too, just because maybe, I mean, they don't quite fit in either. So, yeah, I mean, I'm rambling a little bit here, but really my whole point is, you know, I do feel part of that community. I still, you know, volunteer, I still go to Pride, I, you know, consider myself very much to be a part of that, but at the same time, I don't. You know, I know I'm different, I know that I'm not easily read, I don't fit into a stereotype, I don't want to fit into a stereotype, and, yeah, and that's that. So, and I don't really feel it for that matter, you know, the LGBT community aside, I mean, for that matter, I really don't feel that I fit into a lot of groups like that. The only group that I feel I fit into is the larger queer community umbrella. I feel that I fit in with other genderqueer people, and when I make reference to the queer community, as I've stated in several other videos, I mean, I'm talking about anybody who is outside of the straight society, gender binary, all of that. So any pansexual people, polyamorous, anyone, genderqueer, gay, doesn't really matter. Anyone who is outside of what society considers to be the norm, to me, is a part of the queer community. So I feel I fit into that. So yeah. The bonus question this week, I don't think we have an assigned bonus question, so we have several. I'm just going to pick one. And I'm going to pick place or thing you'd most like to see before you die. The Aztec and Mayan ruins, definitely. I really want to see those. There are other places on my travel bucket list, but that's got to be number one. So I've been wanting to see those for a long time. I have always been fascinated with the Aztec and Mayan cultures, and it's just something that I was very interested in ever since I first started learning about them when I was very young. And I would love to go there and just see that and experience that for myself. That'd be pretty cool. So I really hope to get there one day, hopefully in the next few years. It'd be really nice. But yeah, so that's my video for this week, and I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see y'all next Tuesday. Alright.